What if COVID-19 is to be protracted? Is there any supplementary budget that we are looking at?
Well, we do not know how severe and how long this outbreak will be. And therefore, what our current assessment is that what we are doing now is appropriate for this occasion. But as I said in the budget, we can and are prepared to do more if the situation warrants it. It is important that we stay calm and that we stay prepared. And if there's any further needs, we will do something.
That's good to hear,
Yeah.
and I'd love to hear that. That's,
Yes.
that's very
Particularly-
assuring for the workers.
Yes, well, Secretary General and the union leaders have said every worker matters.
Yes,
and our
exactly.
priority is to look after all our workers.
Yes.
Well, if you bring Taufik and Yuval in as well, because as DPM has said, the intention is to keep it quite broad and to keep everyone protected. But in your sense, you guys may have a view on some of the things that maybe, as it stands now, not as well protected or not seen in this particular first tranche of the help. What's your take, Taufik, maybe?
Well, for us, actually, we as Julia has mentioned, we are actually very grateful with the budget that is being set or the way set aside for this for the COVID-19. So it's actually more expansionary than we thought it would be.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think we share the same concerns as well. What if it's going to be on a longer term? But at the same time as well, we believe that companies having the support that is getting for the next few months will be able to at the same time protect the jobs of the that they have right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yuval?
Yeah, apart from companies and SMEs, Minister, how about individuals who are participating in the gig economy? These are individuals of gig economy.
Yes.
These are photographers, musicians who rely on events for their income. But we see a lot of cancellation of events. As a result, their income has drastically fallen.
Right.
So as a result, how would this budget help them in the short term as well throughout the year as well?
Yeah. So some of the help, in fact, a large part of the help goes to protecting jobs, working with the companies. But at the same time, there are also household support measures for households. So from GST vouchers and as well as the special payment to every individual. Those are the measures that we can take at this point. In terms of the gig economy, there are quite a wide range. So for example, taxi drivers and private car hire operators, there's been very good work between the operators as well as with the union in working together on that. So segment by segment, these are being helped. But in terms of other areas, if you're completely freelance,
Correct.
then there may be a bit more difficulty in reaching out to everybody because some are doing part-time, some are doing full-time. Yeah. So we'll have to look at it more carefully, but it's not possible within a short time to say I cover everybody. But the one that covers everybody is certainly the household support packages and individual support measures.
Taufik, if I could ask you as well, because I mean, you run child enrichment classes business. How has it affected you so far? I mean, I know it's just been a couple of weeks, but have you already seen some effects on your business and parents and how they approach it?
Definitely in terms of the manpower, we are having a manpower crunch because every time, I mean, we have teachers from overseas and from China. So when they just got returned, they have their LOA that they need to serve.
Yes.
At the same time as well, I think when our staff fall sick, they are on a 5 days MC. So we actually have having quite a big issue in terms of getting the manpower that we need. So far, we have not seen any kind of withdrawals from parents. I mean, they still need the services that we provide, but it's mainly the manpower.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, the 5-day MC allowance that has been implemented, I would imagine would sort of, I wouldn't say hurt, but affects the smaller companies probably proportionally a little bit more than the larger companies who may be able to absorb that. Yeah. Do you guys hear that kind of concern?
I think I work in a MNC. For us, we are able to do split operations so that we are able to support. And I think one thing that's really helped is how digital our work has become.
Right.
So you're able to work from home, you're able to work remotely. And so that has really alleviated certain challenges that we would have faced. So I think while it was still a concern, I think it's really mitigated with the use of technology.
Junie, how about you? I mean, in your volunteer work, you run services. Do you hear people getting more concerned about retrenchments as well? And have they asked you to ask the DPM any questions as far as the package is concerned?
Well, they want me to say that it's a very comprehensive budget. They feel that it's
Thank you.
quite people-centered as well. So
Yes.
they were pleasantly surprised, I must say. But of course, in the social services sector, especially where the Family Services Centre is concerned, we are prepping ourselves to look at maybe some medium-term social impact that will come about
Right.
due to the retrenchments. Unfortunately, I mean, at the end of the day, it is a reality that some of the small outfits may choose to close down or take the opportunity to maybe cut staff and cut costs, and there will be retrenchments.
Right.
Yeah.
But Junie, your point about preparing ourselves for events ahead, I think that is a very wise thing to do, because I think we should, while we deal with the immediate challenges, we should also think a few steps ahead.
Yes.
And in that regard, on Jamie's earlier question about for the smaller establishments, how have they been affected? Now, I've been working on the economic side with our trade associations and chambers, and I've always been advocating to them that even while firms compete in order to differentiate ourselves, there are also opportunities to come together to solve common challenges. And the point that both of you made is interesting, that in a multinational, you have more buffer to be able to deal with that. But if you are running a smaller operation, the buffer will be smaller. And the question is, how can we work together with companies in a similar industry or even a slightly different industry, but get together and say, how can we help one another? Because there will be sectors which such a arrangement can be helpful. So we got to be creative about thinking about it. And it's very good that even the social services agencies are thinking about, well, what if this happened, then what do we do?